This is all that very nearly didn't happen. In what may have been the quickest I have ever misplaced comics, at least half of this all took me a week to find. What will have happened is I'll have put them somewhere to clear a space, like maybe I had a hot date, and I thought I better put away the comics or she will think I am a total loser. And then I couldn't find them again. Anyway, I did find them. I bizarrely put them in my Andy Books long box. This is how I lose most my comics. I put them somewhere, then forget to unput them later on. In case you were worried, I didn't have a hot date. I have headache today, so let's get on with it. Our first one here links in with what I reviewed yesterday. This is an arse God of War one-shot they did. Interestingly, it is black and white anthology stories starring arse. And there was one thing that I always thought was clever about this. They announced this, they previewed it, etc. And it was a clever way to hide that the character was being killed off just before this came out. It created the false sense of security that he would survive Michael Bryan Benson's Dark Avengers shite, but he didn't. He got very graphically torn in half after Benson had done as little character work as possible with him. I do like the character. I thought the revamp, which wasn't by Benson as much as he wants you to think it was. I thought the revamp was solid. Here is Black Stars 30 and 32. Both of these feel relevant to my Tiny Titans collection. With 32 here, this is actually part of that crossover with Deathstroke. I probably need a lot more of this series. I might even one day just get the whole thing. These last 10 or so issues are not the easiest to find, but I do like Donatello, and I'm down for reading it for her. I also got Death Clock 11, and then Death Clock 22, 23, 24, and 25. These all make up one story with Black Panther. Dwayne McMilestone never wrote a Black Panther series, but he wrote about the character and how it inspired him to dream. And I imagine he's going to write a great Black Panther here. Shame it's a Death Clock title. Here is that issue of The Flask that I ordered last time and they never sent. I realised the reason why is because this is a modestly significant issue. This is The Flask 28, and this is the first appearance of Willie West's future wife, Rebecca Chang. Also related is this The Flask retroactive, the 80s special. This is... DC did these retroactive specials where it was, hey, here's a reunion of sorts of some shit from the past. Most of them were bad. This is possibly bad. so we'll quickly move on. More flasky goodness. It is the Bart Simpson's version of the Flask. Issues 30, 31 and 32. This was a cover theme DC did for a month in 1997. Close-ups of faces. It was not a very good theme. I have the most feminine sneeze ever. Oh, the next one is Summit. We have Incredible Hulk Annual 6. This is the first appearance of Eve Watson, aka Quiznos. This is back when she was a A. This is a character who obviously goes on to factor into Kazar's series massively. Always been looking for this issue because of that. But then I realised something else had totally slipped me mind. This is a Defenders comic. This is Hulk, and he is teaming up with Doctor Strange. We have Anthony Davis writing. This definitely meets my criteria to count as part of his Defenders run. I also got Justice League Quarterly number 5 and realised I didn't have number 4 yet. This is one I got just to review. This is Marvel Spotlight 24, starring Satan's Son. I heavily recommend the Marvel Spotlight stories with them. They are the best solo comics with Satan's Son in them. This is the last one he stars in, and then they gave him his own title, and it sucked. This issue, though, is one of the select few Christopher Clairvoyant comics that I actually like. I got it because I wanted to review it, so I could have a nice Christopher Clairvoyant review for once. This was the only Satan's Son story he wrote. He did do plenty with his sister, and this is a story where we have the first meeting of Satan's Son and his sister, Zatanna. I got this. This is Universe Egg number 3. And I got this because I just wanted to show off the clever way Marvel got around showing Ron Spaceman. Very, very clever. He actually appears in the whole issue, just not in armour, and never called Ron Spaceman. I think this is the last time Marvel ever included him in a comic. Ages ago, someone wanted us to review the Earth Egg trilogy, or at least the first one, and I was going to, but then I nearly died and spent a month in hospital on drugs and couldn't remember what I thought of it by the time I got out. Then we have Gangbuster, his 4-issue miniseries which introduced them, and then a one-shot special. This character is one I have always considered a Superman character because he appears in Action and Comics during the anthology series days, but I'm not even sure he has met Superman. One thing is for sure, DC last year revealed that he was one of the Capitol insurrectionists, and his creators fucking hated DC for doing that. And finally, here is Extra Factors 41. With this series, we are at the point where I am ganning to fill it out by getting the ones with covers that catch me eye. I like this cover, it is good. That's the comics I got, and now I'm ganning to lie down and hope my head pains gan away. Or better yet, January Jones shows up with some Nurofen. I want a new catchphrase for the end of these all videos. So I have decided that my new catchphrase is going to be, these were some comics and but where is January Jones?